Hey everybody, welcome to Heat My Shorts. I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to Bolton Lake Lodge Airstrip. We're going to do some flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator this morning, but first I just want to wish some happy birthdays to some friends and family. Happy birthday to Jody M. in Enfield, Nova Scotia, Canada. Happy birthday to you. Caroline F. in Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada. Happy birthday to you. Frank H. here in Kamloops, BC, Canada. Happy birthday to you. And one of my nieces here in Kamloops, BC, Canada. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to anybody who's celebrating a birthday today. And happy unbirthday to the rest of us. Let's all have a great day. So I'm going to have a seat in my pilot's chair, tell you a little bit about what we're doing today, and get ready for takeoff. I do, of course, have my Wookiee co-pilot, Maggie, who is also a golden retriever. She's on board. Let's see here. So as I mentioned, we are at Bolton Lake Lodge Airstrip in Manitoba. The code here is Charlie Yankee Tango Papa. Today we're in a Saab JAS 39 Gripen. We will be heading 281 nautical miles northeast and arriving at Churchill Airport, also in Manitoba. The code there is Charlie Yankee Quebec, and it's an estimated 29-minute flight. I'll take it to the outside of the aircraft here and show you what it looks like, because it's a pretty neat looking jet. So here's our JAS 39 Gripen. And you'll see it has the smaller wings, the control surfaces there up front, which is a delta wing and canard configuration. Single engine, very maneuverable aircraft. I'm a big fan of this thing for sure. So let's head back to the inside. Get ready for takeoff here. And I will make sure to start my timer today, because I actually just had a test run that failed and I forgot to start my timer on that one. So we'll do it for sure on this one. Let's throttle up and head out of here. Very unstable aircraft, and that's part of what makes it so maneuverable, actually. All right, let's get our landing gear up and get our heading corrected here. Suppose we could throttle back a little bit here. Landing lights turned off. I've already lost sight of our airport. Move this out of the way. There we go. So let's get our heading corrected a little bit more. Where we should be heading. There we go. Alrighty. Back to the inside. It's a little quieter in here. I'll tell you a little bit about this aircraft. The Saab JAS 39 Gripen is a single-engine, supersonic, multi-role light fighter aircraft. It is produced and designed in Sweden. I forgot to make a note of that. Its first flight was December of 1988, and it entered service in 1996. It's still being used at the time of recording this video, primarily used by Sweden, Brazil, South Africa, and Hungary. icing up a little bit in here. I do have the de-icing on. Might have to fiddle with the controls a little bit more in a moment here. Let's see here. I did mention it is featuring a delta wing and canard configuration. Has a maximum speed of 2,100 kilometers per hour, or 1,300 miles per hour, or 1,100 knots. We are really icing up in here. Let's see if we can find our controls for the heat. Well, looks like we have some colored smoke here. Avionics. What's that? APU. Windshield de-ice. Oh, it says it's on. Okay. Panel lights. Let's turn those on. Temperature. There we go. Let's turn that up. Oh, it's better already. It's nice and toasty in here now. My apology for that. Okay. We weren't quite done yet. Just had to take care of that de-icing problem. So, combat range, which is to and from a target. I had to do a little bit of Googling. We'll just call it Googling. It's not true research, but combat range is a round trip range. So leave the base, attack a target, or take care of a mission and return to base on a single tank of fuel. That's what a combat range. And then there's a ferry range, which is a one-way transport trip. If you're moving the aircraft base to base, or moving a passenger from point A to point B, you know, a point A to point B trip, that's a ferry range. So a little bit of a backstory there. The combat range of the JAS-39 is 800 kilometers, or 500 miles, or 430 nautical miles. Oh, I'm really messing up my numbers there. I'm gonna say those all over again. Let's just properly say them. 800 kilometers, 500 miles, or 430 nautical miles round trip. That was difficult. Ferry range, so one-way trip, is 3,200 kilometers, 2,000 miles, or 1,700 nautical miles. Okay, moving on. It is armed with a 27 millimeter Mauser BK-27 revolver cannon, and depending on the model of the Gripen, it has either 8 or 10 mounting hardpoints under wing and under the fuselage of the aircraft. There's a few variants of this aircraft. So that is all the facts I have on this aircraft. Let's check our map here. Whoopsie daisy. Need to disable our free look camera. So it looks like we are still have a ways to go. Yeah, definitely a ways to go still. Let's throttle up a little bit. Get that afterburner lit. And you know what? I am gonna check my background notes here and see if I can find out what JAS was. Because I know that I looked it up at one point. Here it is. I actually just found it. So I'm gonna quickly read through it. Maybe we'll look around a little bit as I read through it. It's cold here. Nice and chilly, snow cover on the ground. Sonic boom as we pass the engine. I love that. And that's a nice shot. She's burning hard. You can see our, is that our exhaust trail? Yes, it is. Anyways, back to my notes here. Quickly bring up our map, make sure we're at least kind of on course. There we go. So, I'm just gonna read it. This is straight from Google, so if I'm wrong or incorrect or slightly off, my apology. In 1979, the government began a study calling for a versatile platform capable of JAS, or jacked, which is air-to-air, attack, which is air-to-surface, and spaining, I believe it's pronounced, which is reconnaissance, indicating a multi-role or swing role aircraft that can fulfill multiple roles during the same mission. So that's what JAS means. Jacked, attack, and spaining. Very interesting. Back to the inside. Let's look around the aircraft. Now, I am a little bit skeptical as to whether or not the cockpit of this aircraft is accurate, because I really wasn't expecting the labeling to be in English. I thought I wasn't going to be able to read any of it, but it's all in English. So I'm not sure whether they've just translated it for us, or whether the interior of this aircraft is probably somewhat of a secret, so maybe they just kind of did the best they could. That's kind of my suspicion, but I can neither confirm or deny this, because I've never seen the interior of a Swedish aircraft. Not many aircraft at all, actually. I've seen an F-18 interior years ago. It was around the year 2000, probably 2004, at an air show here in Kamloops. Yeah, it's a cool jet. Nice and maneuverable, light and quick. It also has a reverse, which is a cool feature for a fighter jet, in my opinion. I don't know, I think it's pretty handy. We're able to reverse on the airstrip. I mean, maybe not on the airstrip, but on the taxiways and whatnot. Just a handy feature to have. I'm not sure why it's not showing our course line on the GPS on the dash there. Are we that far off course? Yeah, we're a little ways off course, actually, when you zoom in on the VFR map. Let's see if we can correct it. Maybe do a little bit of low flying. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of low flying. Because I'm not familiar with this spot, so I'm, you know, I won't know if it's inaccurate. When I fly around Kamloops, it kind of bothers me when things are not as accurate as they should be. Like sometimes there's water on the roads, like downtown and on West Side Road and stuff like that, and that's a little weird. And the hills are a little bit inaccurate. The way that the roads hug the side hills just looks a little bit off, for sure. Bridges are another thing that the simulator really struggles with. Alright, so we're basically back on course here. Yeah, a little bit of low flying. Ooh, eh? That's a little risky doing that. Just low to the ground. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Hope you're buckled in. Maggie is. Maggie's always buckled in the aircraft here, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Wow. You know, a lot of times flying in the simulator, the pressure's really not there to fly responsibly. So a lot of times I just do it because I want to fly in a simulated manner. But when I'm filming these videos, I really don't want to crash because I'm filming. It's quite a process to start these videos and get all my notes ready and read them out and everything. So in that sense, you know, I really don't want to have to restart. I had to do that once already today, and I had to say my introduction line, and you know, not the biggest deal. It's not exactly a life or death situation, but Still really would prefer to not have to do that again. You know? Oh yeah, there we go. Now I can see the course line on the GPS on the dash. Good to know. Back to the outside. The sun's popping out. It's getting a little bit nice and golden looking out here, isn't it? Very nice. I'm trying to get better with not, actually I don't know how to explain this, but I'm using the mouse differently right now. I don't click and drag every time I want to look around. You might notice that you're seeing the cursor a lot less on this video. I'm just trying to do that to, you know, make it look more realistic. The mouse is always activated for free look, instead of me having to click on it on the, I think it's the center wheel, right? Yeah, center wheel. See, like when I do a roll, it's nicer to be able to look around like this. It's a little bit more realistic. Also makes it a little bit harder to fly, absolutely. But hey, more realistic should be a little bit harder. Like that afterburner again. Ooh, there we go. That was cool. Let's climb. Let's get some altitude again. This thing climbs fast. Check that out, eh? We are out of there. This thing has an excellent thrust to weight ratio. I think it's 0.97, which is like, that means it almost can do an absolute vertical climb. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, at 1.0, like 1-to-1 thrust to weight ratio, you can climb straight up, which is pretty impressive. There's a few fighter jets that can do that. I believe the F-15 can do that. And there's some other ones too. You know, like the NASA rockets. They have, I think a 1-to-1 ratio at takeoff and a peak ratio of 3-to-1, I think. So like 3 times the thrust to weight ratio. That's impressive. That's really cool. It's kind of difficult to comprehend even, to be honest. I don't know. That's an impressive number. So we are absolutely cruising right now. We are 922 knots. And I'm not sure how many miles or kilometers that is. But that's pretty awesome. Let's check our map, see how we're doing there. It's kind of hard to tell even. I can't. Oh yeah, okay. I'd say we are about halfway through our trip for today. And I did remember to start my timer. It's telling me we are 17.5 minutes into our flight at this moment. That's so neat when you can't hear the engine because we're flying faster than the sound. Very cool. There's actually a band that has a music video where the band, honestly, they seem to be flying these things. The band is called Mustache, actually, and it's spelled in a funny way, and they're from Sweden. So I don't know, it kind of makes sense. Maybe they are in the Swedish Navy or whatever, but or the Swedish Air Force, I believe it's called. But they fly these jets in one of their music videos. It's one of the coolest music videos I've ever seen. It's called Liberta, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's such a cool video. I should link it in the comments or something like that, because it's such a cool video. It gets me pumped. It's actually the way that I found out about this aircraft, because I wanted to know what it was. I wasn't 100% sure what they were flying, so I had to do some Googling. Because I wanted to fly it, you know, I wanted to see if they had it in the simulator. Sure enough, they did. Clearly. So I do also want to mention a little Steve sleep update here. I slept absolutely terribly last night. I could not fall asleep. I'm not sure if it was 2 or 3 a.m. when I finally fell asleep. I kind of lost track of time. But then I didn't even have a good sleep, really. I had bad dreams. I actually had a dream that I was out 4x4ing, and I don't know if it was my Dodge truck or what I was even driving. I don't think it was the Dodge, but I crashed. I rolled the truck, and Maggie was with me. She was okay, but somebody came to help, and they thought that Maggie was a stolen dog. They actually thought that I stole Maggie, and they were trying to take Maggie away from me. And I was trying to convince them, no, this is my dog. I was even giving them some of the Heat My Shorts stickers and saying, look us up on YouTube and you'll see her in my videos. And I was crying in the video, or sorry, in the dream. It was not enjoyable at all. I don't remember how it ended. That might have been the point that I woke up. I'm not really sure, but really was not a good sleep. You know, that's kind of a terrifying experience, having someone trying to take your pet away. So, yeah, just a little bit of an update there. But I slept in, stayed in bed until probably 9 o'clock this morning. So that was kind of an adequate sleep. I had some coffee, hung out a little bit, and pardon me, just burped a little bit, my apology. And here for a flight video. I wanted to do a flight video today. I'm not even promising that I'm going to do a review video today. I very well could not do a review video today. I haven't decided yet. I do know what I will be reviewing if I do a video, but I'm not sure if I'm doing a second video today. I wanted to do a flight video. Something a little bit different. Well, I mean, not this is the first video, but wasn't quite feeling a review first thing today. Take it back to the outside. Whoa! Got a little wild with the camera work there. Shouldn't be too terribly long before we see our airport in the distance, I suppose. You know, kind of getting there. This thing hammers along pretty well. Yeah, we are coming up on the inlet there, the river. Once we cross that, we are getting close to our location. I'm actually going to bring up my phone because I have a little bit of information on our landing situation. Well, not information to relay, but information to help me land and taxi to our parking spot. Looks like we're landing on runway 33. 3,046 feet of concrete on this runway, so that should be plenty of time to get slowed to a stop. There's our river on the left there, or I suppose on our port side is what that is actually called. But I hear a lot of pilots referring to that as the left side as well. Hold on a second. Yeah. Just gonna do a little in-flight refuel there. engine fired back up. We had to switch over to our reserve tank there. Yeah, we're good now. That was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna turn on our landing lights now. Huh, interesting. Move the little mirrors. Why not, right? Bring up our map again. We should be getting close now. The widening of the river, that's another point of reference that I made note of. Shouldn't be far. Pretty dirty windshield on this thing, I gotta say. The whole dome's a little dirty. Not sure if you can see that or not. Not gonna lie, I really like that. It's realistic. I'm sure we probably hit a few bumps along the way. Oh, some turbulence there. Oh, that actually might have been me with the rudder pedals. I think that is our airport right there. So I'm gonna throttle way back. Start widening our approach. Get a line for our heading circle alignment. That's what this is called. And I've lost sight of the airport. There it is. Wow, okay. Let's get our gear down. Maybe a little bit more, actually. Not sure what this thing has for brakes. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool. At the back there. That's a neat setup. Alright, let's bring it around. We are coming into Churchill Airport. Code here is Charlie Yankee, Yankee Quebec. It's funny that it's Yankee Yankee Quebec because it's not in Quebec. It's in Manitoba. Oh, sorry about that. Blasted you with the jet wash a little bit there. Take it to the inside. Keep an eye on our speed. And we are cleared for landing on runway 33. Pardon me. A little bit under speed here. 150 knots, a little bit slow. I'm actually not sure what the stall speed of this aircraft is at the moment. But our airspeed indicator on the GPS deal there doesn't seem too upset, so keep an eye on that. Goes up a little bit there. There we go. Pardon me. You buckled in for landing there, Maggie? She's cuddled up with her new toy. She got a new toy yesterday. One of our neighbors brought over a Christmas present for her. It's a cute little, I guess it's a pony. I thought it was a giraffe at first, but I guess it's a pony. Alright, I'm gonna talk less here. Bit of rudder. There we go. We gotta lose some altitude quickly here, actually. There we go. That's a little better. not bad at all. Taxiing to the very end of the runway and off to the right. Welcome to Churchill. Thanks for flying with HeatMyShorts. Hope you've enjoyed the video, enjoyed the flight. But we're not quite done yet. We're gonna have a hangout with Maggie at the end here. Just need to get the Griffin parked and shut down. Now, is it this one right here? It must be. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Zoomed in on the wrong part there. I think we're, yeah, definitely taxiing off. Oh, we could have gone straight off the end too, but I think that might be that stuff that slows you down extra fast. I don't know what it's called. It's a soft material that your wheels just dig into. It's kind of like the equivalent of like wet cement, I think. Alrighty. There's our guy right there. I actually don't know what you call that guy. Our director. We'll call him a director. That seems like a good name for him. Easy there, Griffin. It's getting a little juicy here. Watch out for the pylons. Okay. Turn off our lights so we don't blast them. This thing is very touchy on the throttle. I don't want to run over our buddy. I don't think they like that. Boom. I think that's it. Lock it down. Let's get our lights turned off, our nav turned off. It actually doesn't look like this is turning off. Oh yeah, there we go. There's our avionics. Let's have a look at what we have here. There we go. I'm not sure why that middle panel is still on. Does that always stay on? No. Huh. There we go. Got it. I think we are all shut down. Now I think... Whoop. There is... I'm sure there's a way to actually put this thing away, put all the tags on it and everything. I've done it before. You know, canopy... Fuel, parking brakes. Yeah, I feel like we're getting closer there. Not allowed to use whatever that is. Peace mode. We didn't use the smoke at all. I really want to find the covers. Huh. Beacon lights. Alright, maybe not. Okay, we'll just shut it down then. Oh, they do it automatically. Okay, there we go. Can I open the canopy? How about that one? Nope, not dump fuel. Oh. There we go. Cool. Now I'm happy. I'm happy now. We're good. Whoa, hey there. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out. I was trying to get it back to the Why is that not working? That's us. That's what we look like. But I'm trying to get it to the, you know, actual cockpit view. Oh, I did it. I see. I'm sorry. I'm really having a tough time with this. That's us again. You know what? That's okay. I give up. Actually, let's just have a look at it from out here. Yeah. Yeah, let's end the video like this. That's fine. It's actually fine. Everything's fine. Sometimes I struggle, and sometimes it's on camera. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let's have a little hangout with Maggie. Where is she? There she is. There she is. With her new little pony thing. Hey? You like your new pony? It's very nice. It's a very nice pony. See? That's her new pony. Yeah, she really likes it. Thank you very much. I don't know if they probably don't watch these videos, but you all get to see it. Are you a good girl, Maggie? Yeah, is that your pony? Are you trying to give it a hug? Yeah? Here you go. She says, oh no, that's not actually what I'm trying to do. Anyways, what a good girl. She's such a good co-pilot. The best little co-pilot I've ever had. And I hope you're all having an awesome day today. Whatever time of the day it is. Wherever you are in the world. This was episode 37 of Flying Across Canada. And I want to give a shout out to my buddy, Sim Famous, who is my wingman. He wasn't able to join us on this flight. He's actually doing some real life flying, I think, today. And we'll try to get a flight linked up with Sim Famous again soon. But make sure you check out their channel, Sim Famous. I'll link it in the end screen as well. As always with these flight videos. Usually anyway, I suppose. In this corner, you'll see our Heat My Shorts logo. In this corner, Sim Famous. Hop over to the Sim Famous channel and give him a subscribe if you haven't already. Check out some of the live videos. Just listen in and enjoy. Up here, some playlists or content for you to enjoy. Hope you all have a great day. This has been Heat My Shorts with Maggie and Steve, The Maggie Show. Bye-bye.